So it's been a roller coaster of a week. We got here on Saturday to Cane Creek Campground in Waxhaw, North Carolina. It's part of the Union County Parks and Recreation System. We had reserved Site 9, but pretty quickly when we got here and we looked at Site 9 and the two trees that straddled the 8-foot wide driveway, it would have been like threading a needle with a 35-foot camper. So we realized pretty quick that wasn't going to work. The one thing I can say that's really good about Cane Creek are the rangers. They were just amazing. So I went up there to the office when we got here Saturday and told him, yeah, that's not going to work. And he said, yeah, you're right, that's not going to work. So he right away pulled out a map, started helping us work through what were the available sites. And we ended up on Site 110 for Saturday night, and what we thought would be okay. The camper, after we pulled in, I mean, it was like this going down the hill. And where we ended up, in order to get it from this to this, we had to bring the nose basically down to the ground. And then we had to get the back wheels up on about 3 plastic blocks so that they would be somewhat stable and level for the night. When we woke up on Sunday, we saw all these people leaving. And so we went up to the office. And again, the rangers were just fantastic. And they pulled out a map and they helped us realize what site would be possible to get. So we ended up on Site 65, and this has been our view all week. With the exception of the 2 days that it was just downpour of rain, the rest of it has been beautiful. It's the sunsets over this lake are the other real strong suit of the campground. All that traffic noise that you hear right now, we haven't heard that all week. So I don't know if people are getting off work for the weekend and they're excited or something, but most of the time, this is your view, and it's been absolute silence. And so that is wonderful. It's been very refreshing and relaxing. The rest of the campground, a lot of the sites are unlevel and lots of trees in weird places, almost like splitting the campground or the campsite in half sometimes. So be real careful what site you choose if you come here. Also just some cleanliness things, dog poop all over the ground and that kind of stuff. But I wouldn't trade this view for much of anything. So that's been good. The other roller coaster aspect is yesterday we got a text all of a sudden out of the blue. Look what pulled into Lazy Days today. And that has thrown our schedule into a mix. So our schedule was already kind of out of whack because we're leaving tomorrow a day earlier than what we had originally planned. But that's because the campsite that they gave us is occupied tomorrow. And we didn't want to take a chance of getting another questionable level first come first serve site. So we're going to do a one-night stopover on our way to our next campground. And then what we'll do is we'll leave that campground a week early, tail it down to Florida, and be there for about a week to get the new camper, and then haul tail back up here to Charlotte because I have to be in the office the next week in Charlotte. So kind of throws our schedule out of whack a little bit. And then it's further complicated because all the reservations that we had made for the next 2 months at least, we had made with the small camper in mind because we didn't know when we'd be getting the big camper. So we've spent the day canceling reservations and trying to find reservations to fit the new camper, which is more challenging than you would think. So we have all but 1 week figured out for the next month or two, which we'll work on that tomorrow or Sunday. We're excited about getting the new camper. We've enjoyed our time in our little one, but it's fantastic to get the new one. I'm excited about that. So Cane Creek, the sunsets and watching the fish and watching the snakes, which by the way, there are some legit water snakes in this lake. So if you swim in Cane Creek, you better wear your water shoes and don't swim near the bank because wow, some big water snakes. So it's been restful. Watching the sunsets over the lake has been fantastic. Watching the animals and the birds and all the things that go along with the lake have been really nice and peaceful. Third step on the pilgrimage done, and on to the next one.